Thanks, everybody, for joining. This is another episode of Seriously Butthurt Sports. This is episode 2, Ass in the Jackpot. We're talking Mets, Yankees, injuries, the stupidity of SNY, and gambling. We're bringing gambling to Seriously Butthurt Sports. This is Seriously Butthurt Sports. Thanks, everyone, for tuning in. Another episode of Seriously Butthurt Sports. We're talking baseball, everything Mets and Yankees. We have two co-hosts today with me, along with I'm Nick Litch. I got Frankie Segura and Ryan Gratzky. We're talking everything baseball. We did have an episode last week that we kind of introduced Seriously Butthurt. We're excited to bring you some new content for the season. Baseball is ramping up. They're bringing exhibition games next week. And the season starts next week, actually, right, guys? I mean, how pumped are you?
Excited. I can't wait for baseball to be back. Wait for any sports to be back. It's been crazy. It's it's the middle of the summer. You're a Saturday afternoon. You usually have the Yankees game on or watching any kind of game. You're at the bar, out to eat, watching the game in the background. So it's weird not having any type of sports. I mean, NASCAR is back. That's been great to watch. But yeah, baseball. I mean, it's summertime. It's midsummer almost. There hasn't been any baseball.
Yeah, we would have been in the All-Star break or done with the All-Star break by now. So
right.
Yeah. Screw the All-Star break.
I'm kind of glad about that, to be honest with you. I never really liked that stoppage. You have like 2 games before, 2 games after, and then, the home run derby, you get a lot of players that always try to have a home run swing, and they kind of get messed up towards the end there.
I mean, Pete Alonso did all right last year, so, I mean, he won it.
That's an anomaly, though.
Yeah, no, it's true. I mean, Aaron Judge won it and couldn't hit the ball to save his life. I mean, he still can't hit the ball to save his life.
He's got to be on the field to hit the ball.
You know what? Actually, so we're going to get into that. So nice segue into – we'll start with Yankee injuries. So Tanaka's dome is doing a lot better. I know his swelling is down, mild concussion down. Unfortunately, Aroldis Chapman is out with COVID-19. He tested positive. A little scary situation because he's been in the clubhouse. He said he hasn't had any symptoms, but now all of a sudden he tests positive. So a little scary for that. DJ LeMahieu's coming along fine. So is Luis Sessa. Aaron Judge is going to play. So is Giancarlo Stanton. I give it 3 weeks.
As long as they stay healthy. That's the case with all of them. Even Sanchez. I mean, he's always out with a groin pull. He's always pulling something. So as long as our Yankee lineup could stay healthy, we're good.
Beast. I think so. Ryan is our resident Seriously Butthurt catcher. Played catcher in high school, so he knows everything about catchers. I think he could probably catch better than Gary Sanchez.
Anybody could.
Did I miss any Yankee injuries? I think we're pretty good. I know, like I said, Aaron Judge is looking ready to go. Giancarlo Stanton, which is great. So again, like Ryan said, I think if this lineup is healthy, we are going to click again. Same camaraderie is going to be lightning in a bottle. It's just going to be great. Frank, what do you got for Mets?
So Mets kind of there's a couple unnamed players over here, but one of these big ones that's just been a total goose egg since we signed this guy is this guy Jed Lowry. He's a bum. Yeah, I don't even know why he's still on this freaking team.
What does he have? Shoulder? Or?
Who the hell knows, man? This guy pulls a freaking hammy, then he gets a broken toe. Who the hell knows? This guy's a disaster. I think he's finding any excuse not to get on this field.
Is it kind of like David Wright?
No, come on. David Wright had an actual issue over here. Come on. Can't compare these two. So the other one that we all know already is Noah Syndergaard. Obviously, he's going to be out for the season.
Yep.
One that was a little promising this week was Yoenis Cespedes. You saw him yesterday, little highlight videos of him making some circus catches. So if there was any question if he's going to be ready for the start of the season, I think those are out the window at this point.
I mean, how much do you love the DH now? because you have Yoenis Cespedes able to fill that spot.
Well, like I said in the last episode, I'm not a big fan of the DH. I mean, obviously, I'm a National League guy. However, I think I mentioned this in the last episode too, was it does help my team, especially with Yoenis Cespedes.
100%.
I mean, he's known to be injury prone, so it's going to help him stay off the field here. And he's going to, and the biggest part of Cespedes is his bat. However, I do have to say, I do like him being in the outfield other than, let's say, Dominic Smith or Mesrenic.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. His bat's terrible.
Yeah, his bat's terrible. So, I mean, if I can get Yoenis Cespedes in the field and then Dominic Smith as my DH, I like that lineup too. And plus, everybody forgets Cespedes has an arm. I mean, he can throw you out better than anybody in that outfield. So I do like that.
Gold Glover, 1 or 2?
One.
I think one.
One. So the last injury I have for everybody is the little scare that we had yesterday with Jacob deGrom. I mean, if you want to talk about a player that will go down and really affect this team, is Jacob deGrom. However, though, I think he had an MRI today, and it came back good. No structural damage.
Yeah.
I think they're going to get him on a little bench and rub him out a little bit. He'll be okay.
Or some dirt on it.
Yeah, rub some dirt on it. Get a little massage table. Good to go.
Yep.
So I think the Mets are looking in good shape. If you have the DH rule, let's be honest. I don't think Yoenis Cespedes is really going to play much outfield, especially this season. I honestly think next season, and if he doesn't, and they keep the DH rule for the National League. So if they keep the National League DH rule, I think you'll be fine. If they don't, I honestly see him going to an American League team to be a DH.
Well, he is a free agent next year. This is his contract year. So this is why it is a big year for Yoenis Cespedes as a Met, because he wants to do as well as he can. He wants to tell everybody, I can play the field so that he can get that big paycheck at the end of this year.
Well, speaking of paychecks, are the Mets going to change ownership so they actually pay their players? I think that's an important thing.
Yeah, totally agree with you. I think, like I said in a group chat earlier in the week, being a Mets fan is like being sentenced to life in prison. And now with this Steve Cohen thing over this, the fall, and it fell through, it kind of like was a second punch to the gut over here. But it does look like the Wilpons are serious this time of selling. To me, it seems like they have something against Cohen.
Yeah, something's not right there. I just don't understand why. And he's a force to be reckoned with, man, because he's not bullshitting anybody. He wants that team.
Exactly. He has the money. He basically is telling you how much and who do I sign the check to. And I don't know why they don't take it.
If I was a Mets fan, I would be thrilled to have ownership that is that invested in the team. Absolutely. I think the Wilpons just I don't know I don't get it. I don't get it.
Yeah,
I also saw an article that some I think Travis Kelce, a couple NFL players are part of the proposed ownership group. So a small group of
Urlacher, I know Kelce.
Yeah,
with A-Rod and J-Lo.
Oh, so they're part of that group.
Yes, A-Rod and J-Lo went out to NFL players to get a little bit of more funds for this bid. So, which is kind of a little scary because now they got a little money behind them. And for some reason, it seems to me like the Wilpons are rather sell to A-Rod and J-Lo rather than Cohen, which I think Cohen will still outbid them. So I think I could speak for every Met fan out here. You want the money and power of Cohen behind this team. And if the Wilpons do not give it to Cohen, it's a big screw you to a Mets fan, to be honest with you.
I'm wondering if part of the deal has to do with him wanting SNY, I believe. I think he wants that as well.
But it's on the table now.
Oh, it
if
is on the table.
If he sells it to J-Lo or A-Rod, it's on the table now.
Yeah, as it should be, because I don't think the Wilpons should run that as well. I don't think they should have any interest in Major League Baseball anymore.
They can't run anything.
Owners.
Yeah, they can't. They can't sell out a game. You know, they don't pay their players. I mean, the Mets in the last 5 years passed up on so many big free agents, and you could have read between all the tea leaves, and you heard, oh, the Mets are in the hunt, the Mets are in the chase for this guy, the Mets are in the chase, and they probably weren't even top 5.
So speaking to that point, when was the last time the Mets made a big free agent signing during the middle of the season, like during the trade deadline? Yoenis Cespedes. That was the last time. And look what happened with the Mets. Look what Yoenis Cespedes did to that team. That is what the Mets are trying to do here. I mean, not trying, but that's what every Mets fan wants. They want a trade at the deadline. If we're in the hunt, we want a Cespedes. Last season we were in the hunt. We were out of during the trade deadline, we were out by a couple games. What trades did they make? They didn't make anything. They said, well, we're going to stay with the same team. We've been doing good. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. And guess what? We didn't trade any of these big players like Zach Wheeler. We didn't drop him for anything. And we lost him at the end of the season anyways, and we didn't get into the playoffs. So it was for nothing. But if they added 1 or 2 players, maybe we could have made that little push towards the end, and we could have gotten over that hump. We were only out of it by a couple games, but that's what Steve Cohen will bring to the table.
Very, very I feel like I need to stand up and applaud. I think that was a very
Frank, a round of applause.
This is a diehard Mets fan crying out for help here.
I think that was a very, very well put thought by a Mets fan that can only spell 4 letters. I mean, a Mets fan, a Jets fan, that's all they can spell is 4 letters.
That's
they have to, smaller teams. Back to SNY real quick. I mean, they're losing out on revenue. I mean, Yankees have Summer Camp 2.0 filmed every night. They're live. They got Michael Kay. They got Ryan Ruocco, who I'm a huge fan of. I don't know about you, Ryan. I like Ryan Ruocco. I think I think he is up and coming. I hate Michael Kay. I think he's a bum. I don't like it. I actually like the announcing squad for SNY for the Mets, to be honest with you. Keith Hernandez, Cocaine Keith, take him or leave him. But
the Yankees, I mean, with the Yes Network, I feel like they just do such a better job overall, the way it looks, the quality. I don't know, compared to Yes to SNY, I just think Yes, blows SNY out of the water.
Yeah. I mean, they also have soccer. And speaking of soccer, we have a soccer special coming to you. The Championship League and La Liga. Did I say that right?
Yes.
Did I say that right? We have Frankie Segura and his cousin, Anthony, doing a special episode. So both are going to drop pretty soon. So pretty excited for that. Bring a little more diversity to the group.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so we're gonna wrap up with a final segment that Ryan put together. He's our resident bookie. He likes finding these weird bets. I saw Frank texted me something earlier about he put Tiger to make the cut this weekend. Right? Was it this weekend?
Yeah. You know what? I don't want to get in trouble on the podcast here, but I used a certain website. And they put a little heat on the little Tiger making the cut. I think he's going to do it. I don't know what you guys think.
I think so. I think Tiger's been back. He's been off for I'm not sure how long it's been, but I know this is a big comeback. But I think it'll be interesting this weekend.
He looked good in the match.
I think he'll make the cut.
He looked good in the match.
Yeah, he looked good. Yeah, he looked good.
So I think he'll definitely make the cut. I don't know if he'll be up there in the winning area, but
as long as he makes the cut, right?
That's it. That's it.
Right.
I only want to make that money.
And can I ask how much you put on it, or is someone's fiance going to be listening to this?
We can't disclose that information here. We can't do that.
All right. Well, if you don't cross me, I won't reveal the text.
Yeah.
So, all right, Frankie, pull up some of the things that Ryan found. We're gonna give you our take on it real quick. We're gonna run through it. Go ahead, Ryan. Take it away.
Alrighty, so my job this week on the podcast was to pull up some unusual bets. I mean, these aren't the ones that are going to make you the money, but these are more the kind of, if you dig deep, the high risk, high reward kind of bets. I found some funky ones and some interesting ones, and we'll kind of go around the table and see what everyone's thoughts are on these and basically what everyone thinks. So this is the odds and the lines for World Series winner. So obviously it looks like the favorites between the Dodgers and the Yankees. I mean, us being biased Yankee fans, and I know Frank being the Mets fan, who do you guys think here? I mean, it's more like it's really the high risk. I mean, you're throwing down $5-10 here and there, but it's if you lose, obviously only one person can win. I mean, the odds for the Yankees aren't bad, but it's more like put your favorite team down and say a prayer.
My ass is in the jackpot, baby. I'm betting the farm on the New York Yankees, but I am surprised that the Nationals are so low.
Yeah,
and the Twins they can't even beat the Yankees in the playoffs ever.
Right.
I'm honestly shocked by this. How is the Dodgers more favored than the Yankees?
Yeah, I don't get it.
And the Braves being up there, we talked about it in our first podcast, how the Braves didn't make any moves. I mean, yes, what? Because they got Yasiel Puig yesterday?
Yeah, so what?
Yeah, exactly. So what? Big whoop.
Did they lost Dallas Keuchel too, right? In the offseason, I believe, because he was a free agent. So I don't know where Dallas Keuchel. I'm not really sold on Dallas.
Not sure. Right.
No.
I'm not sold on him. But yeah, I agree. I'm surprised that Yankees. I mean, it's been teetering, but I mean, why? Because they got Mookie Betts. I think the Dodgers' rotation is not as dominant as the Yankees.
Mm-hmm. No, the Yankees had the better bullpen too and everything. I mean,
Yankees
have also comes into play.
Go ahead.
Oh, sorry. No, it also comes into play if even if they make it to the World Series with all these COVID and everything like that. I mean, players are starting to come. I mean, I want to see what the odds are of them even finishing the season, let alone who wins the World Series. But that's I know. Yeah, it's not seriously.
I'm surprised to see the Mets so high on the list, but I again with the expanded playoffs, we talked about it last week. I think the Mets have a good shot to make the playoffs. I said it.
Yeah,
I'm fair.
No, being a Yankees fan, I see that too. I see it's very possible them getting close, even not making the playoffs, if not further.
Hot take.
I have a little bit of a sleeper team for you guys.
Yeah.
A lot of people are a little quiet about this team. How about the Chicago White Sox?
No, too early. They're not ready yet.
I know, but they are making moves, some quiet moves. I mean, I think they are going to be probably, to me, the most improved team. I don't know what your guys' take is on that.
Yeah, no, I think they made a lot of it. They've definitely spent some money. They have a really good young squad too, and they've spent some money on some really good players, some good pitchers. So I honestly think that I really don't think they're a sleeper. I'm not going to go that far. I mean, you want to throw a couple bucks on it, go for it. But
right.
I didn't say I was going to bet on it. But... Come on.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah. I don't know. This surprises me. I'm definitely surprised.
It really does. I mean,
so we have the Dodgers for those folks that are just listening on the podcast. We have the Dodgers plus 375, Yankees plus 400, Astros plus 850, Braves plus 1300, and so on and so forth. So those are the top four there. You want to scroll to the next one?
Yeah, we can go to the next slide. So baseball is back a week from tomorrow. At the recording of this is Wednesday, the 15th. So Thursday, the 23rd, baseball is back. Yankees Nationals, Yankees on the road. So like I say, if you're watching the on podcast on YouTube or if you're listening, the let's see, Yankees are favored. It's hard to see. Let me pull up on my screen. So the Yankees are favored at minus 132, and Nationals, the underdog, at plus 114. I mean, a good parlay. I mean, my advice would be to pick both favorites between the Yankees and the Dodgers. I think that would be a good pick, but the over-under, all good options and matchups. Like I said, I would probably take I don't know. What were your guys' thoughts on taking the over-under for the Yankees game?
I already have it planned out. I didn't put money on it yet, but I already have it planned out. I am taking the Yankees at 1.5 and the under at 7.5.
Yeah, I was definitely feeling the under. I mean, I know them being off
Cole and
for
Scherzer.
for so long and everything like that. I think, yeah, I see that too. But I definitely hit the under.
I think the under is a lock. You have Garrett Cole and you have Max Scherzer.
Yeah, I think it's easy.
Yeah,
I think there may be a one-run game on this one, so I think a lock is the under.
Right. It'll definitely be. Yeah, definitely it's going to be a low-scoring game. It's definitely going to be a pitcher duel.
You could just take the under. But
the only thing is the Nationals bullpen is not as strong as the Yankees, so they might, if they can knock out Scherzer a little bit early in the game, this line might be a little funky.
3-1 final score. Play it back.
All right, we'll play it next episode.
Perfect. Let's go into the next slide.
Yeah, we don't care about the Giants or the Dodgers.
More of the East teams. So another digging deep into the DraftKings prop bets. So these are home runs, so over/under home runs. So the first on the list is Cody Bellinger. The over/under is 14.5. I don't know. Again, with the shortened season, it depends on how hot they start off. I mean, I was even looking at Stanton. I mean, when Stanton's hot, he's hot. When he's
hurt,
he is not. Exactly, and he's hurt. So, Stanton's 16.5 over/under.
Mike Trout not playing.
I don't know why that's even up there.
The under, 15.5. But yeah, like you said, he's not even playing with COVID. So then Pete Alonso.
Yep, 16.5.
Not bad, 16.5, and Bryce
Harper.
What do you think,
Frankie?
I'm always on my guy Pete. You know, he's gonna hit
Hold
25 this year.
25?
Yeah, we'll play that. We'll replay this back.
We're gonna have to.
25. I was like, the 6.5 over. That's a smart bet.
Yeah, I like that.
I can definitely see him.
Double your money there. I like that.
However,
Bryce Harper.
It's a very heavy pitching division, so keep that in mind.
He doesn't swing it down and away. Man, I sound like a Mets fan. Jeez. What the hell?
Low and away is their judge over there.
I know. Well, I'm making fun of him because he can't hit he always goes for those pitches. He always chases. Yeah, I'm not in love with these. That
Pete's got the opposite problem. Is he can't lay off the high pitch.
I'm not in love with these.
Me either.
Yeah.
Not really. But good
Next
job,
one is similar. Yeah, no problem. Yeah, I'm not. Like I said, I probably wouldn't really bet on these.
No, I'm blaming the book that put these out. I don't think they're that great. Go ahead.
No, these aren't great. Next list that we can just kind of run through real quick. It's starting off with Christian Yelich. Over/under 14.5. The only one I'd be interested in would be maybe Mookie Betts at 11.5. It might be smart to hit the over, but
he had an off year last year.
Are really odd, right?
Yeah.
So that you got to be a little worried about.
So these are home runs. Okay. Yeah, these are home runs. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, same list.
Juan Soto, maybe. I don't know. Probably take the under on that. 13.5.
Yeah. Then
Yelly.
Acuna Jr.
I'm not hot on him.
Yelich.
I'm not hot on him.
I think he's a little punk, to be honest with you.
Acuna?
Yeah, I think he needs a lot of growing up to do.
Yeah, he's young.
Yeah.
I had him on a fantasy team last year, and I really wasn't impressed. I think I wound up dropping him halfway through the season.
Of course you're not impressed. He's on the Braves. Come on.
Right. Yeah.
I mean, I do know somebody that picked him up as a prospect and was thrilled that he got him on his bench. And he was good because I think when he came up, he was in the halfway through the season. I think he did all right for the Braves. But
Hakuna Matata.
All right. Next. What else we got?
No, this one is players that hit 20-plus home runs.
No.
Come on.
So we got Cody Bellinger, Giancarlo Stanton, Joey Gallo, Mike Trout. Again, I don't know why. Pete Alonso. There you go. Frankie, hit it.
25. I should do it. I should do both.
Your ass is in the jackpot now, baby.
Oh, let's see how the Tiger Woods.
If Tiger makes the cut, update next week. Update next week. We'll see what happens.
You know what? If Tiger makes
we'll do a little
the
golf
cut,
next week.
I will get the winning money and put it on Pete this year.
Double it down.
Let's
double
go.
It down. I gotta look to see how much. I won't say. I won't reveal the amount. I'm gonna get him in trouble. I know.
Oh, you have my account?
No. Oh, I do have his account.
Oh,
Let's call the police.
I do have his account. Holy Toledo! All right.
It's a PSA, so no sharing passwords.
Well,
but going back to we're going off on a tangent. Stanton, I mean, 20+ home runs in the shortened season. I don't know. I don't trust these either. I mean, that's again, we can tell probably within a week or two into the season to see how it's going. If people, if players are even hitting the long ball and everything like that. So I mean, all these bets are, don't go for it. I mean, I just looked to see how deep you can go in the draft.
Don't touch it.
See exactly,
unless you want to blow your money. Don't touch it, except for Pete Alonso.
You don't want to lose your shirt.
No, I would take that.
No,
I would throw a couple bucks.
That's not too bad.
A couple shekels. All right, what do you got next?
All right, and that is it. The honorable mention was was there going to be any pitcher to throw a no-hitter? Now, I didn't really get the chance to look into the stats on how many no-hitters are in a typical season in a regular, 180-game season or 60 game. I'm not sure. I'm sorry, I can't think of it off the top of my head. But I mean, in a shortened season, I don't know. It's possible. I mean,
100 strikeouts or no?
To throw a no-hitter. Sorry.
Oh,
this is under 100 strikeouts.
Over.
Yeah.
Oh, we did. Oh, sorry.
For the year.
Yeah, we skipped one. So we got Garrett Cole, Jacob deGrom, Verlander, and Scherzer to hit to record 100 strikeouts. My man Cole, I mean, he's favored to win this. So I mean, you're not going to win a lot, but if you're playing a couple bucks here and there, I mean, Ryan likes to play, so you could talk to it better. But you're throwing a couple bucks here and there. They were sucker bets; they're not anything cool.
Right.
We're gonna go through the lines too during the season, give you some good tips. Hopefully, you hear and you could put money on it. So I think was that it.
That's it. That's all I got.
That was it. That was a good segment. I think we'll do a betting segment every week, and if Frank doesn't piss me off, I won't reveal the amounts of the wagers. But thanks everyone for listening. I think this was a great episode. I think we covered a lot in a little bit of time. So again, don't forget to like, subscribe, share, tell your friends, tell your family. If you have something you want to talk about, you want to be on the show, DM us. Glad to have you on. If you want to talk about sports, we're always happy to talk about sports. Final thoughts, Ryan. Go ahead.
No, it's a good podcast. Lots going on. I'm excited for the season coming up. Season starting next week for baseball and for all sports. But yeah, like I said, Nick said, if you have any suggestions, any things that you want us to touch base on and talk about, feel free to send us a direct message, and we'll hopefully address that.
Slide in them DMs. Frankie.
All right. So hopefully my bet on Tiger Woods is going to work out. I just want to remind everybody out there that we are now on Apple Podcasts. We're on Spotify. We're on YouTube. So we're on all the big hitters over here. Please smash that like button. It helps us out.
Smash that like button. I like it.
Smash it, baby.
I like it. Yes, sir. I echo what he said. Thanks for listening, guys. This was Seriously Butthurt Sports.